Hello everybody, I'm CSO Benjamin and I'm an elected Chief Science Officer at Tartesto Elementary School in Buckeye, Arizona. And this is my third year in the program and I have just changed for the better, and I have learned so much since the first year I started because I had no idea what I was going into. So in 5th grade we were having these elections where it was like, my teacher was like, okay, she handed a couple people some flyers, like, okay, here's the CSO program. I'm like, okay, and then I just had to write down a paragraph, and then after that, if all of that was accepted, then they would shorten the range from like 10 kids and then shorten it to even like 5 kids, so I was going up against like 5 kids, and then I had to prepare a speech. This was very difficult. It was very difficult. It took me long hours to come up with this speech, and it was very difficult, but this is about how it went. Hi, my name is Ben. I like STEM. Turns out, with just a little bit of luck, you can actually end up at the Summer Institute at Grand Canyon University. And that was super amazing. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I wasn't expecting this. And then, so I went through the training, okay, and then by one of the last days, it was the last day, and I was like, and then there's a huge group of people. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, it's the Chief Technology Officer. I was like, okay, who's that? They're like, she works for the president. I was like, okay, that's cooler. No, that was super awesome. And then I had to push my way through the crowd, so I guess that's one of the advantages of being short. So I can just like, no one sees me when I pass by them. So I get to the front, and then I actually see Megan Smith, who was actually there. And everyone's just asking her questions, shaking her hand, and she's telling us a whole bunch of stuff. She was telling us about her job and how awesome it was, and by the time she was done, I forgot to mention this, the day before, we were handed business cards, every single one of the CSOs. So the group of like 20 or 30 students, all of them were just reaching out desperately, take my card, take my card. And that's the first time I actually met Megan Smith, which was really cool. And then after that came my action plan. Okay. I had no idea what I was doing. So we did some robotics thing the first year. I didn't know what I was doing. So then I was like, okay, I need to take the lead. So I decided to do a field trip, and I'm going to do that again this year, field trip, because it went really well last year. And I'm also going to be teaching younger kids. So that's my action plan for this year, and it's so amazing to be here.
Yay!